everyone. Now, I think I'd weigh in on the whole Charlotte Proudman LinkedIn business that's been going on because it's ripe for discussion, and I thought, well, why not talk about it? So, bit of a background. On LinkedIn, this woman had put on this picture of herself on her LinkedIn profile. Everyone knows what LinkedIn is. It's a way to get jobs within industries and businesses, etc., etc. It's a way to show what you like to potential employers, and Charlotte Proudman had done that. She laid out everything, blah 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 blah, and was waiting for people within the law to potentially hire her. And this guy, he's an older man in his 50s or 60s, and he notices her profile and sent her a private message. This is important. A private message to her LinkedIn profile, and then said in the profile that she looked absolutely stunning and that he'd like to work with her. I'm paraphrasing here, but that's what he said. She says she looked stunning. Now, Charlotte Proudman got triggered by this. She was offended by this old, wrinkly man calling her stunning, saying that he'd like to work with her, even though he did say this is probably horrendously incorrect, politically incorrect, I might add, but you look stunning, and also I'd like to work with you. Bear in mind, he didn't say this in public, he said this in private. She decided that this was so bad, so horrible, so misogynistic, that she had to basically name and shame him on Twitter and get the hate mob on him. And lo and behold, this happened, and I don't think he lost his job or anything, but he did get a lot of posts. He was harassed, he was ridiculed by the social justice warriors, all for basically, sending her a compliment and saying that he would like to work with her regardless. I mean, it was, let's just get this out of the way. It was unprofessional and, really cringeworthy at worst, okay? No potential employer really should be saying these things anyway. Not because it's misogynistic or anything else like that. It's just unprofessional. You should be, straight and direct and, not compliment them unless their work is good. Let's say, I've seen your CV, I like your CV, I like your work, I like your style of being a barrister or a lawyer. I want to hire you, I mean, she's kind of right in a sense, like my looks shouldn't have to wager anything, but to be fair, he didn't do that. It was an off the colour remark. It was just a non sequitur, really. And then she sends the justice mob on him, the social justice mob and the feminist mob on him, as if he'd done some cardinal sin. All he'd done is compliment her. And this is where the backlash against her happens. Now you see, she clearly is a radical feminist. She says she is. She's there for the cause, She went to university in Cambridge, I think it might have been. And, she obviously felt that she wanted to be the next big thing in feminism. The one who finds that misogynistic, patriarchal bullshit and then exposes it to the world. Well, now law firms aren't so confident in hiring her now because, you see, this woman is a barrister, which is, if I can just remember, I think it's kind of like a lawyer, but they work within the courts. I don't think they're necessarily private business or anything. I could be wrong. I keep forgetting all these things. I should know because I'm British, but, basically, they're like a lawyer of some kind. Her use of mob justice and, basically leaking this guy's private message to her, which, it was private, okay? Leaking the private stuff looks bad in their eyes. It looks unprofessional, and it's unethical. It's unethical. A barrister, a lawyer, a judge, anyone who works in law cannot be doing this kind of behaviour. You cannot be sending people to lynch mobs and witch hunts when you are part of the law. You work in the law, where it should be the police who are contacted, not the people who have pitchforks and torches at the ready in case anything bad has happened. That is why she is now losing a potential to get a job within law. not because she's a woman, as she's been trying to say in the media, and she's totally unapologetic about this, as they usually are, these social justice warriors. They love to see a person get shamed, and despite the backlash that they may receive, they don't regret a thing, because these people have no empathy, they have no sympathy, they just seem to be lifeless and have no feelings towards anyone who isn't their own. But even then, when their own makes a mistake, they then throw them to the wolves too. So that's the reason why she doesn't have a future in law, but she does have a future in being a social justice warrior. So there we have it. She will be a legend to them, but not to us. Now, at first I wondered why this had made the news. I'll get to some other things in a minute which will really show her up, but I remember I was on Facebook and I saw it in this trending feed, like, this woman shows misogyny, like, okay, whatever. And then when I actually found out what it was about, I was like, that? Really? A silly compliment such as that? You know, I would personally have took it as a compliment. You know, even though, you know, I'm not a woman, you know, I would still take it as a compliment and say, oh, thank you. You know, just take, he didn't mean anything by it. He meant goodwill. But the thing is, she would not have she would have accepted it completely if the man looked like George Clooney, or, you know, take your pick, any of the hot Hollywood actors at the moment, or a musician. She would go wet if it was them. But no, because he was an older man, and not a good-looking older man, she threw him to the lions. It seems, for me, no reason other than to gain cred with her feminist friends on Twitter. That's the only reason I could possibly imagine her doing such a horrible act to someone. It's horrible. This is horrible behaviour from someone who's supposed to be a barrister, using mob justice and mob tactics. That's not what you're supposed to do when you're in the law, as I said before. Now, this is a thing that shows her as a hypocrite that I was alluding to. It turns out, this is the Daily Mail, so I'll take it with a pinch of salt, alright? They looked on a Facebook page, which is, and Twitter's pages, which are all publicly available. She's not, like, made it very, very private. And she's seen telling people that they look great, they look stunning in their photos and things like that. I mean, bear in mind, this is all in public to them, and probably, who knows, she's probably done it privately too. And then this makes her come across as a massive hypocrite, because what has he done wrong? He's done it privately and then said, I think we should work together, I'm very interested in what you have to bring to this job. She has no right to be throwing him to the wolves when she does the exact same behaviour. Now, you know, to me this is just a perfect example of what is going wrong with society, where people, I don't care if it's men or women, these people will be named and shamed and targeted and harassed and have their lives ruined because of silly things they say. It happened to Tim Hunt, it happened to the doctor at Shirtgate. You know, these people are getting harassed for literally the most insane reasons. These people cannot control their emotions or their feelings, or maybe they don't want to. Maybe they feel this is the best way to deal with some kind of weird problem that's happening in the world when nothing's happening. I honestly cannot think rationally about why they would do this. And thankfully I'm glad there was a backlash against her, because I don't think she was expecting that. Neither was I. I was not expecting people to come out in arms against her. But, you know, I mean, this shit's going to happen a lot more. It's going to happen a hell of a lot more, and we're going to have to just, you know, help the people who need the help they need. So anyway, this has been Charming Man 93. Like and share the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all later.